My name is Navigator, and in today's video I wanted to go over a new character build that I've come up with called the Knight-Errant build. This is based around the new Wasteland Knight skin that's in the Atomic Shop, and it is very similar to the Armor Ace build that I did, where I kind of mix and match the different skins and limbs and everything to kind of turn into something new, maybe a little bit more accurate and lore friendly to the game. And yeah, that's the same thing I'm doing today, and I kind of have a whole other story to go along with it. So, looking up the title Knight-Errant, which the Brotherhood of Steel bestows upon you when you finish doing their missions, the Oxford Dictionary says a knight-errant is a medieval knight wandering in search of chivalrous adventures. So I figured that would be very fitting for the Fallout universe, kind of a wandering knight, almost like a Ronin. Ronins are like wandering samurai, and yeah, I thought that would be a great thing to kind of build this around. And yeah, without further ado, let me get right into this. So I'm going to show off the armor first. It's probably going to disappear here in a second. I've had it on this stand for a little over a minute, or sorry, a little under a minute. So let me pick this up again and place it down. Sorry. Just want to make sure that you guys are going to be able to see this. So what I've done with this skin is I have taken off the torso and the, what is it? I want to say the right arm, and I've put the Fanatic paint on that. And that I like that because with the torso you can kind of see this piping coming across, or that tubing, and it kind of goes alongside the shoulder there as well. What I wanted to do was make one of the arms like a pauldron, kind of similar to like, you know, you see like the clone troopers or the stormtroopers that have those color things on their arm. That's what a pauldron is, and I figured that would be kind of cool to have on this knight. I was going to go with the Heat Eater arm, but it didn't really look too great. Didn't look kind of like scrappy and wasty enough, so I settled with this. It changes the color up a little bit, and it kind of looks like a pauldron there, as opposed to the shoulder over here with the skull and the chainmail. I like this a lot. I kept the legs and obviously the other armor and the helmet, but I think that it is very fitting. The armor itself looks like it belongs to the Fanatics anyways, so yeah, I figured that it went along pretty well. On the back, I like the torso because it kind of has these spikes going up, as you can see right there, and it's almost like there's like a little backpack here. So it's very nice. You don't really even need a jetpack with this, and I built it kind of around the fact of not having a jetpack. I didn't really think that a wandering knight would kind of have one of those, so it looks really good. Makes it look like my power armor has a backpack on. So that's the armor itself. I think it looks pretty sweet. But what I'm going to talk about next is the perk loadout that I have developed for this build. So if I open up my Pip-Boy here, this is going to be my Knight-Errant build. Starting over here in strength, I have actually, this is one of, sorry, I was swallowing there. This is one of the builds that I've really put a lot of time into. I really kind of have a lot of different points spread out with different kinds of perks, so this might be a little bit. So yeah, strap in, let me get through this. In strength, Bandolier and Traveling Pharmacy, don't worry about those. Those are just going to be perks that I'm going to have on just for my character, so I'm not over encumbered all the time. But what I'm going to be talking about today is Master Gladiator, Gladiator, Incisor, and Pain Train. So the Gladiator and Incisor perks, these are going to allow me to do more damage and more armor damage, you know, blah, 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 with my one-handed melee weapon. I mean, obviously, a knight is going to want to have a sword, and you'll see what that sword is in just a second. So that's pretty straightforward. I'm going to be adding plus 40 damage to my weapon, and Incisor, only at a level 1, is going to allow me to ignore 25% of my target's armor. And the other perk that I have here in strength is going to be Pain Train. This is going to allow me to devastate and stagger enemies by sprinting into them with power armor. This build is centered around power armor, so since I'm going to be wearing it all the time, I might as well use this. I am very excited to see how this works. I rarely use this perk. I haven't used it in a long time, and I'm really excited to see how much fun it's going to be. Over here in Perception, I have Rifleman perks on. Although Knights don't typically have firearms, I figured that I would use this one cool weapon that kind of went with the build, and you'll see what that is in a second. So I have my typical Rifleman builds on here. Tank Killer, which is going to allow my rifles and pistols to ignore 36% chance of armor, sorry, 36% armor, and have a 9% chance to stagger. I'm getting a little mixed up here. Rifleman, Master Rifleman, and Expert Rifleman. Those are going to allow me to do plus 60 damage if I have all three of those, sorry, yeah, all three of those cards maxed out to 3 stars. I usually use a rifleman build, so this wasn't really anything new to me. And on top of that, I want to have concentrated fire on, just so I can shoot at those motherfuckers' heads and blow off their arms and stuff. I don't know. It's going to be pretty fun, though. I don't know why you wouldn't have a build with a firearm without concentrated fire on. Okay, over here in Endurance. I have Life Giver. This is just going to bump up my health. I typically have this on with all my builds, so don't worry about that. But the other one that I have added here is the level 1 Fireproof. This is going to allow me to take 15% less damage from explosions and flame attacks. You know, it's not, explosions and flame attacks aren't really going to do too much to me anyways, but I figured this would be cool to have on kind of as like a wandering knight. You know, I might be a little bit stronger than usual and have these kinds of resistances. Over here in Charisma, I have Lone Wanderer on. That's pretty straightforward. Obviously, a Knight-Errant is kind of like a lone knight, so I might as well take 50% less damage and gain 20 AP when I'm out there wandering alone in the wasteland. The other perk I have on here is just a rank 1 Tenderizer. It's just going to allow my target to receive 5% more damage for 5 seconds after I attack. That's going to be pretty helpful with my attacks. Over here in Intelligence, batteries included in First Aid. Don't worry about those. It's just going to help me with my health and my carry weight. But the perk I'm going to be talking about here is Demolition Expert, and then it's going to help me with my Explosive Firearm, which we will see here in just a second. Coming down the list here, nothing too special on Agility and Luck. Marathoner and Action Boy are going to allow me to move faster. Class Freak and Starch Jeans help me with my mutations. And Bloody Mess, although it does help out this build, I typically have it on all of them. This is just going to allow me to do 15% bonus damage with any weapon, and my enemies explode into a gory red paste. That was crazy, man. That was a mouthful. A lot of perks. I'm glad I got through that though. So hope you guys hope you guys understood that. Moving on to the weapons. I gotta calm down here. Holy shit. This is gonna be the fun part though. This was the part that I really liked a lot. So my sword. There were a lot of different options that I could have gone with. I was deciding between this, the Assaultron blade, the katana, or sorry, the shish kebab, and I ended up settling on the cultist blade here because I figured it looked pretty cool. I don't really ever see too many people using these. I love how it looks. I like the kind of like rustic build it has, and the blade is pretty cool looking. It's pretty large too, so it worked really well with this build. This is Merlin's blade. Merlin is the wizard or whatever that was like familiar with King Arthur. I'm sure you guys know King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Don't need to explain that. But this is a Juggernaut's 40% more power attack damage plus 1 endurance cultist blade. This is gonna be pretty beneficial to me. I'm doing about 113, 111 health, or sorry, 111 damage, and yeah, I think it's gonna work out well, especially with that power attack buff. So moving down the list here, I have the 98 Regional. Now, I couldn't really come up with a name for this, but I like my name, the 98 Regional. It's the 98 Regional is the name of a train that crashed in on the map here in West Virginia, and I figured that a railway rifle would be pretty cool, named that, and I kept it for this build. I figured that maybe this guy, you know, went out and put this together from different parts of a train. Maybe he came across the 98 Regional and kind of scrapped it together. So yeah, I thought that that would still be a fitting name even though it was my previous one. So yeah, this is a Furious bullets explode 25% less VATS action point cost railway rifle. You guys saw that I have concentrated fire on, I have my explosive perks on, and this is a rifle, so this thing is going to do a big favor to me by doing 219 damage, and it should be very favorable out there in the wasteland. So with all of that being said, let's get into the juicy part of this, and let's go out there and kill some fucking enemies. Oh my god. Been dreading talking about all that, but let's get into the fun stuff. I actually have not tested this build out at all. So let's go see how this is. Let me just make sure that everything is in order very fast. I'm just going to check out my Pip-Boy. Okay, everything's good there. I got all my stuff on. Let's pull out the 98 Regional. Actually, let's pull out the sword first. And where should we go? Let me think of a place where I could be totally badass and kill a bunch of... Oh, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Let's go see if there's a behemoth down here at the abandoned bog town. Regardless, though, Pylon V13 usually has a couple big enemies, maybe some fog crawlers, stuff like that. So let's go see what they got down here. Ooh. Alright, come on. Please be a behemoth. Please be a behemoth. I don't even know if there is one. Maybe not, but there'll be some mutants over there anyways. Okay, let's go fuck with these anglers and see what's going on. Let's check out Pain Train first. Did it do anything? Ooh, that did a little bit of damage. Yeah, that did a little bit of damage. Alright, so looks like Merlin's blade isn't really going to be the best. Oh, man. This is not doing too great. Okay, let's just maybe try that out on something else. Let's see how 98 Regional does here. That's a little bit better. I have a 10-round mag in here. This is going to be just, I think it's the normal receiver, the standard receiver. So yeah, there we go. Whole magazine to kill one angler. Maybe not the most ideal weapon, but hey, you know, it works. So that's what's up. Yeah, I guess, yeah, not bad. Let's check out Vats. Let's see how Vats is going to do with this. Let me see if I can finish him off by sprinting. Let's see. Stagger him. Come on, let's see. Come on, bro. Can I kill him? Maybe not with Pain Train. I guess with that it'll work. Okay, let's go see if there's any mutants. Maybe Behemoth over here. Let's go find out. Pull out my Cultist Blade. This should work a little bit better on the mutants. Those anglers were level 100. They were kind of big. I honestly am not surprised this isn't working too well. It's more for looks, I guess you could say. Oh no! All the super mutants here are dead! That can't be. There's got to be some more over here. Come on, you motherfuckers. Where are you? Wait a second. You guys hear that shooting? Let's go find out what it is. Here we go. Is that a super mutant hound? Killing a super mutant? What? How is that even possible? Alright, looks like, yeah, looks like this Cultist Blade is doing a little bit better on these mutants here, especially with this power attack. Oh, wow. He just got folded and then he somehow came back. I don't know what that was about. Let's check out this railway rifle. Boom! Let's go for the head. Oh, wow. I gotta be pulling headshots with this. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. 2, 3. Come on. Alright, let's go finish him off with this. Pain Train coming in for the win! Did that get him? No? How did I not get him? Alright, well, let's fold him with this. Oh. He just fell over before I even hit him. Maybe Pain Train did activate? Who knows? Let's try it on these guys. Yeah, get fucked. There we go. Alright, let's finish these guys off. We could probably wrap this up. I think I've experienced just about everything that this build can offer me. Yeah, I think we've utilized everything. Maybe one more kill over here. Let's see. God, I gotta start using this more, honestly. If I made this a prime receiver, I could probably do a lot of damage with this. Holy shit! Oh my god. This is a little bit more than I bargained for here. Holy shit. Come on. There you go, you son of a bitch. There's like a big battle going on over there or something. Ooh, just some robots. Alright, let's leave that alone. And I'm going to wrap this up. I hope my video recording is going well. But yeah, so this was my Knight-Errant build. I love making stuff like this. I love getting stuff in the Atomic Shop and then making like a totally new story thing about it. It's one of my favorite things about this game. We're just really using my imagination and just kind of coming up with this shit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it inspires you to make some other kind of stuff. You know, you pick this up, maybe you switch it up with different kinds of paints, whatever it might be. So I think that, yeah, I think I got somebody looking at me back there. Let's take care of him first before we say anything else. Come on, big guy. Come over here. Where are you? Come on. I just want to give you some love. There we are. Okay, folks. That, again, was my Knight-Errant build. I'm not going to say that any more times. I feel like I've said that too many times. But, yeah, let's end this shit now. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.